Today we have a 2009 Nissan Maxima 3.5 liter. I need to put spark plugs in. And on this car here, you got this big plastic cover. It's got 2 bolts here. You take those 2 bolts, it's got 2 rubber plugs here. Then this just lifts off. So that's easy. We get that out of the way. And the front plugs are actually easy. You've got a coil here, a coil here, a coil here. I've already taken them out. There's a 6mm bolt with a 10mm socket head. You take those out, and you take the coils out. They're sitting right there. You take the plugs out. But the back ones are underneath the manifold. So we're going to go ahead and get the air cleaner assembly out, this piece off. We're going to look and see if there's any brackets back there. If there's not, then we're going to have to come up here and start taking some of this stuff off and lay this out of the way, and then get the upper intake manifold bolts off. Hopefully we can just lift the manifold up enough, get it out of the way to get to those plugs. No real surprises here. You take the air filter housing out and the boot, that comes right out. Then what I like to do, this is the throttle body right here. Throttle body is held in by 4 bolts. Some of the Nissans has a bracket that's bolted on. I don't think this one's actually bolted to the engine. I think this is just holding a bunch of these metal lines here. But on some of them, there's actually a bracket that comes down off of there and hooks to the engine. So you have to take the throttle body apart. I wasn't sure on this one if it had it or not. And also too, another reason why I like taking the throttle body off is the throttle body is cooled. So if you get that out of the way, you just pull this out of the way, then you don't have to worry about disconnecting the cooler rods. So now that I've got that done, I'm gonna get over here and I'm gonna start taking some of these solenoids loose and lay them out of the way and loosen up the manifold to see if the manifold's gonna start shaking. I don't see any brackets back here yet, but we'll see once we get the manifold loose. I got these solenoids loose. This is the purge control valve solenoid, and it plugs into this one metal tube here that bolts there. So I went ahead and disconnected it there. I'll probably disconnect it there just to get it out of the way. And then when we come over on this side over here, right down in there, there is another bolt. Let's see if I can get it to focus for you guys. There's a bolt right there that comes off the manifold to a wire harness. It's a 10mm head, 6mm bolt. Take that one out, and that loosens the manifold. I'll have to take this vacuum line off here, and let me see if the manifold, so it still didn't want to come up. So there's all these metal vacuum lines. It's got a bolt here, a bolt here, a bolt up here, a couple lines. I went ahead and disconnected those and pulled those on back. I'll probably go ahead and disconnect this line here also. Let me see if that is loose enough to let the manifold come out. Once I got the manifold up and out, there's also another vacuum line here that goes to the PVC you had to take off. I also had to take the purge control solenoid line off that hooks here on the manifold, but now the manifold is off. I'm gonna show some rags down the intake so nothing falls in there. And now you can get to your 3 back coils to take your plugs out. Could have been a lot worse, but there you go. That's how you get the intake manifold, upper intake manifold off on a 3.5 liter Nissan Maxima to change the plugs. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video.